What's up, guys? This is Steven, back at it again for another video for y'all. I'm so excited to be back. I know I've been gone for, I guess, like 3 weeks. I just came back from my trip from Bangkok, the international trip. And yeah, it was a lot to get used to. It was a tough trip together, and just coming back here, there's a lot to process and get used to again. But I'm getting so much better. I learned so much. I kind of improved my sleep, and yeah, that's what I'm happy to be back. I'm super excited to be back. I feel like I'm choosing to be back here the first time in my life. And yeah, kind of like with my last video, it's just, well, what do you choose in your life, I think that's really important. When I was growing up and working, majority of the time, I wanted to be somewhere else. I didn't really like my job. Didn't like where I was at. And it's kind of really sad. But, there was a point in my life where I said, kind of like, fuck you. I'm not doing that anymore. And I think we all can do that. And you probably couldn't follow the exact path that I did. But I'm sure if you put enough work into it, you could really start designing a life where you're not constantly wishing you were somewhere else, right? And yeah, that's kind of what I want to encourage y'all. And I know I didn't get to do an origin video when I was in Bangkok, but I'm feeling like telling a story today, because I'm just so fucking sick and tired of living the same way, dude. And so here's my origin story, okay? What gave me enough confidence to do YouTube? This is gonna be a quick one, okay? I was hanging out with a group of friends I went to high school with, and it's really hard to tell. It's hard for me to say the story. I guess I want to say something like, not all of it was good, not all of it was bad. I made some questionable choices, but eventually I had like a really intense week, and I was very sleep deprived. I was like getting like 4 hours of sleep. Then the last 2 nights I didn't get any sleep. And I want to tell this part of the story. And so yeah, when I was absolutely fucking exhausted, there was this lawyer guy, like I was trying to pick up a girl basically. And this lawyer guy was trying to, I opened her up, like she was super interested, right? And this lawyer guy tried to jump in. What a, sleazy piece of fucking shit, Just being the worst possible person you can possibly fucking be. And he's a lawyer. He's a 6-foot lawyer. Can you get that? Fucking crazy, dude. Yeah, that's how he got girls, right? He was just such a piece of fucking shit. He was just such a pathetic worm. That's how he got girls. And you can get girls that way. It does work. But that's just not how I want to go through my life. Getting girls like that, He never really came first. Like, he always would, let someone open the girl, then see if she was interested. Then he jumps in, right? So he's just plunging his dick in another guy's semen, basically. It was pretty fucking gross, So anyways, I saw that pattern, and he was trying to do that to me. Guys, I was fucking exhausted, okay? I was so stressed out, so exhausted. And, I stood up for myself and for my values at the point, and I didn't let him win. And basically it was like, I'd rather die than let him win, basically. And I won. I won. But as soon as I won, I started to hallucinate. Because I was so sleep deprived. I saw like faces and heard voices. It kind of makes sense since it was such a social thing I was doing. So that's just the point. I was really, really tired. I was really exhausted. That's what gave me the confidence. Like I used 100% of me to win, to achieve that goal. And I'm not saying that's the best thing that's how you should live your life. It was very bad on my body, and I don't want to do that again. And I'm living extremely much healthier than I was before that week. But it gave me confidence, nonetheless. It gave me like, shit, dude, if I can be on like 1 HP and then like a 6-foot lawyer who's like, who's like decently rested, tries to like mess at me, and I still won. Can you believe that? A 5'2" fucking midget beat the ass of a 6-foot lawyer. Can you believe that? Oh man. That's what gave me confidence. Confidence to do this. Like, damn, if I can beat a 6-foot lawyer, like, I always like looked up to those people. Or literally, I'm so fucking small, right? I always looked up to those people, and it's like, oh, I can never be like that, Or like David Goggins, but I love David Goggins' message. I talk about him a lot on this channel. And his message was like always like, you can do it, right? And yeah, dude, that was my chance. That was my time. And yeah, I went 100% into it, right? And I felt that was like the first time like my body, mind, soul was all aligned to achieve that goal. And I do think that's very good. But I don't necessarily agree with the intensity that I did. I don't think the intensity is healthy, right? So yeah, I'm sorry I didn't tell that story in Bangkok. I really did want to. But like I said, I got a little bit sick there. Bangkok, I kind of live in a small town, and it was a whole lot to get used to. But I think if I went back there, I'd do so much better. I'd have a lot more fun. But I don't necessarily want to go halfway around the world again, okay? I'm going to start out smaller. I really want to go through the United States. Maybe the Bahamas. I love the fucking ocean. I think I might have to do a Bahamas trip. I love posting these videos for you guys. I really hope some of y'all are getting some value out of this. And I just enjoy it. It brings me happiness. Y'all are kind of my friends. I kind of had to sacrifice like my old friends and a lot of other stuff to do this YouTube channel. I think that's another thing that keeps people stuck. I'll talk about that later. But anyways, guys, I think that was a really good video. I'm super excited to be back here. These videos are going to keep on coming out. I'm going to keep on going at it. I hope I post a lot more active. I'm sorry it's been such a long time, just been recovering. And yeah, that's my goal. Feature more videos, more travel, more places, better stories, some good self-help tips. And yeah, it'll be a great journey, guys. I'm super excited. And I'll catch y'all the next one.